ज़रूरी नहीं है हर इंसान जो सोशल हो वो कैरेक्टरलेस भी हो.
So your mother playing the big role in your
I
life.
do. आप अपनी बाउंड्रीज बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट रखो. आप I would say to everybody that just be a little kind. Young girls, that's how the mobiles and everything are distracting them. I was not actually allowed to read novels. The first one would be from my mother. Painting is like therapy to me.
Oh, perfect था वो. अच्छा मैंने स्टार्ट किया. हाँ yes मैंने स्टार्ट
Check कर लें फिर.
Let's start with the very basic and with the first question that I asked from each and every student.
Yeah.
So some people said to me that why doctor, why not something else?
How like people recognize you by that line now.
Exactly by that line. So in the first I was offended by because there was one of my friend and he said to me, so I just ignore that thing. So but anyway I don't.
I think you should enjoy it because like people recognize you by that. You have a podcast channel, and we have like watched a lot of videos. You saying why doctor, why not something else. But it's good because we are like learning about different perspectives. Why are people here?
Exactly.
So that's for a good cause. So you should not be offended by that.
True. Now I'm not. So but anyway thanks for your advice and suggestion. What is the best advice you ever heard or received?
The best advice, I've heard plenty of really good advices that I usually practice as well. The first one would be from my mother. She always says be kind to everybody. And doesn't matter कि कोई और क्या करता है, वो जो करता है वो उसका ज़र्फ है, आप जो करते हो आपका. एटलीस्ट यू शुड बी सेटिस्फाइड विद योर सेल्फ के हाँ मैंने कुछ गलत नहीं किया. आई डिड एवरीथिंग दैट आई कुड एंड आई वाज काइंड ऑन माय पार्ट. सो ये है कि एक इंटरनल सेटिस्फैक्शन होती है इंसान को.
Exactly.
एंड दैट्स ट्रू. एंड द सेकंड वन वुड आई वुड से देयर इज अ पर्सन आई रिस्पेक्ट अ लॉट. इट्स रिलेटेड टू काइंडनेस एज वेल बिकॉज आई थिंक मैं खुद ये सोचती हूँ कि इंसान के लिए जो है रूड होना बहुत आसान काम है.
Exactly.
Kindness takes a lot of energy. So they told me once ke be nice. Be kind but don't be nice. There's a difference. Like people usually confuse these two, na? Niceness is like when you are nice, you are becoming a people pleaser. You do everything to please the other person at the expense of your own energy and everything. But being kind is like you are just being a good person.
Exactly.
Okay, like when it's required, you are kind to everybody, but you do not hesitate to, take a stand for yourself when necessary. So I think that's a very good advice that I got.
Love it. It's one of the amazing advice you heard and you said here in my podcast. So I'm really blessed that you said it. Okay, the next question is, what book has had a significant impact on your life? As you mentioned before that you are a very book reader, like you like to read books.
I do. I would say there are a lot of books, but the first novel that I read when I was after my matric exam, so we had a 3 months gap na us time mein. I was not actually allowed to read novels usse pehle. My mama wouldn't allow me. Lekin us time pe there was this novel called Namal by Nimra Ahmed, and it's a really great book. And it's mainly about the current issues that we are facing and stuff. But what I liked the most about it was how they, उन्होंने किस तरह कुरान को हमारी डेली लाइफ के साथ एसोसिएट किया है कि हम उसको अपनी इस टाइम की लाइफ में किस तरह अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. एंड आई थिंक एवरी यंग गर्ल शुड रीड इट once at least. Because it has some really great things.
Namal by Nimra Ahmed.
Yes.
Wonderful. As I just remember it, one of your senior she also mentioned that this is one of the best book I ever read.
It actually is, and I don't regret it being my first novel. That I have a really great memory of it.
Exactly.
It is such a big book, like it's such a fun memory as well, because I used to be at my nanny's house at those days, and she would say you like तुम सारा दिन ये बुक लेके घूमती रहती हो, इतनी बड़ी बुक है, इसको देख के मेरे दिल को कुछ होता है, ये तुम पढ़ती कैसे हो? And मैं दिन रात बस उसको पढ़ती रहती थी.
You were indulged in that book, like you want to read it.
It got me hooked. It was really great.
अच्छा आपने इस mention किया कि you read this first novel and you started after matric. So like वो टर्निंग पॉइंट किस तरह बना के आपको ये नावल किस तरह आपको ये नावल मिल गया, हु गिव दैट नावल टू यू?
वो नावल इस तरह था कि 3 months थे और कुछ लोगों ने बोला कि मतलब उसमें FSC का कोर्स कर लो एंड स्टफ, लेकिन मेरी फैमिली में हमेशा ये है कि वो कहते हैं कि पढ़ो लेकिन पढ़ाई को सर पे सवार ना करो ना। तो सब ने मुझे बोला घर पे कि कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, बस 3 महीने रिलैक्स करो, एंजॉय करो, ये 3 महीने की छुट्टी तुम्हें ज़िंदगी में कोई दोबारा नहीं देगा, ये FSC तुम वैसे भी पढ़ लोगी। तो उस टाइम पे मैं एज आई मैंशनड कि मैं अपनी नानी के घर पे थी, तो मेरी एक्चुअली ममानी है, तो वो नॉवेल्स पढ़ती हैं और उनके पास निमर अहमद की काफ़ी सारी।
योर मामा?
मामी।
अच्छा, मामी, ओके।
यस, तो उन्होंने मामा को बोला है कि आई हैव अ रियली ग्रेट नावल एंड आई थिंक कि इसको पढ़ना चाहिए वो, एंड ऑनेस्टली आई डोंट रिग्रेट इट। वो अच्छा किया था कि मैंने पढ़ा था वो। उन्होंने मुझे दिया था कि ये पढ़ लो एंड we'll discuss this, and I really like this book and you'd like it too. So that's how I got it.
Wonderful. And did you you read that book, did you implement any of those quotes in that book or anything that you implemented in your life?
I do. It was सारी book बहुत अच्छी थी, but there was this one part जहाँ पे I don't remember the words exactly, but it was a reference of honey bee. तो उसमें हनी बी का ये था कि पहले तो जो पर्सन, इट्स अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी, आई कांट टेल यू द होल स्टोरी नाउ, बट रेफरेंस उसका ये था कि even though it's not mentioned in clear words, but if we apply that reference nowadays, तो उसमें ये है कि हनी बी जो है वो जब जाती है फ्रॉम अपने घर से to for the nectar, और तो वो एक पीछे अपनी एक सिग्नल छोड़ के जाती है, तो दैट्स हाउ शी रिटर्न्स टू हर होम सेफली आफ्टर। ठीक है, तो आजकल का जो ज़माना है तो फ़ोन्स हैं एंड सैटेलाइट्स वगैरह, तो वो सिग्नल्स आर इंटरप्टिंग हर वे। ठीक है, तो शी गेट्स लॉस्ट समटाइम्स एंड हनी बीज आर डाइंग दैट वे। ठीक है, दे आर बिकमिंग एक्सटेंट। लेकिन और उन्होंने इस तरह रिलेट किस तरह किया है, दे रिलेटेड इट टू यंग गर्ल्स, कि आजकल की यंग गर्ल्स, दैट्स हाउ द मोबाइल्स एंड एवरीथिंग आर डिस्ट्रैक्टिंग देम। लाइक यू वुड हैव सीन अ लॉट ऑफ केसेस जहाँ पे सोशल मीडिया से और फ़ोन से इट्स अफेक्टिंग आवर जनरेशन, राइट, स्पेशली गर्ल्स।
एग्जैक्टली,
यंग गर्ल्स जो टीनेजर्स होती हैं उनको इतनी अभी वो इतनी मैच्योर होती नहीं है, ये चीज़ें उनको समझ आती नहीं है, तो थ्रू फोन्स एंड सोशल मीडिया पीपल कैन वेरी इजीली मैनिपुलेट देम एंड दे समहाउ समटाइम्स डू नॉट रिटर्न टू देयर होम्स and they get distracted in this world.
Exactly.
So I really loved that reference, ke how they related it to our life. There's a lot of references in that.
No, exactly. It's a wonderful reference. I like it a lot. Okay, so the next question is, what's the craziest thing that everybody thinks is normal?
What's the craziest thing? I'll have to think about it. Yeah, the craziest thing that जो मुझे लगता है आजकल लोग करते हैं, it's showing that you don't care, and people
showing that
you don't care, and people think it's cool. Like I don't understand how are you finding this cool कि तुम किसी को वो कह रहे हो कि मुझे तो परवाह नहीं है किसी चीज़ की, या like आपने देखा होगा कुछ लोग होते हैं, दे सी अ मैसेज, ठीक है, दे रीड इट फ्रॉम अ नोटिफिकेशन एंड दे आर लाइक, नहीं अभी मैं इंस्टेंटली रिप्लाई करूँगा तो दे वुड थिंक आई केयर, एंड लाइक वो पता नहीं वो कहेंगे मैं फारिग हूँ इसके लिए, नहीं, यू आर जस्ट बीइंग लाइक, तुम कर्टेसी शो कर रहे हो ना किस्म की कि तुम एक इंसान को टाइम पे रिप्लाई दे रहे हो, उसको शायद काम हो कोई, बट नहीं, पीपल आर लाइक, नहीं आई डोंट केयर, आई वुड रिप्लाई आफ्टर 1 hour, व्हाई?
Exactly, and they pretend like I'm very busy and actually they aren't.
No, like I think, and people do not express that much nowadays. Like people think it's very cool to be like, the Sigma and the,
exactly.
I don't like that stuff at all. I think we are not designed that way, we are like supposed to feel all those emotions and to show it. Like if you care about someone, just tell them, just show them that you do.
Exactly.
Why are you making them figure it out on their own the hard way? कि नहीं तुम खुद figure out करो कि I care about you.
Exactly.
So that's very crazy, and everybody thinks it's normal, but it's not.
Which isn't normal. I agree with you. You're perfectly said it. Okay, what do you do to overcome the judgment thing? Like, you know that, and everybody know that society judge you for whatever you do. Either you do bad or you do good.
Who can answer that better than me? I've been in such a position when, like, जब से मैं इस कॉलेज में आई हूँ कि I kind of get a lot of spotlight. So जितने ज़्यादा आप spotlight में होते हो उतना ज़्यादा आपके बारे में लोग बात करते हैं. And आजकल लोग इस तरह के करते हैं कि the one thing that I do not understand at all, कि जब एक लड़की वो चीज़ करती है जो लड़के नॉर्मली करते होते हैं, engaging in activities, different activities, and in a very in a very good way. It's not like they are doing something wrong, but people think कि they are character assassination बहुत आसानी से कर लेते हैं लोग. कि फॉर एग्जांपल अगर एक लड़का आके, अब हमारे कॉलेज की बात कर लें, अब डिफरेंट सेक्रेटरीज़ हैं या फिर इस तरह के लोग हैं जो कि बहुत वो है ना कि पावरफुल पोजीशंस में है, और अब एक लड़का है वो आके उनसे बात करता है, उनके साथ काम करते हैं. नोबडी वुड से आई थिंक you do the same exact same thing. आप कुछ भी इधर उधर और ना बोलो, ठीक है. आप अपनी बाउंड्रीज बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट रखो, आप किसी को इजाज़त ना दो, आप बहुत प्रोफेशनली उनके साथ बात करो, लेकिन पीपल वो फिर भी कैरेक्टर असैसिनेशन करेंगे आपकी. दे वुड थिंक कि ये तो मतलब हर किसी के साथ ही खड़ी होती है और हर किसी के साथ ही बात करे. लाइक यू डोंट इवन नो व्हाट आर वी टॉकिंग अबाउट. मे बी लाइक ज़रूरी नहीं है हर इंसान जो सोशल हो वो कैरेक्टरलेस भी हो.
एग्जैक्टली.
तो ये चीज़ है. कुछ लोग इस तरह होते हैं, लाइक आई एम नॉट ब्लेमिंग एनीबडी और नेमिंग एनीबडी, एंड आई मीन नो हार्म, बट कुछ इस तरह लोग होते हैं जो इस कॉलेज में नज़र भी नहीं आते. लाइक आपको पता भी नहीं होगा वो लोग एग्जिस्ट भी करते हैं. वो बहुत खामोश होंगे, साइड पे होंगे, लेकिन दे वुड बी डूइंग स्टफ that's much more worse than what you are doing. We are just talking to people, and mostly it's work related, but they would be doing much worse things. But मतलब लोग कहते हैं ना कि बद से बदनाम बुरा. तो ये वाला प्रॉब्लम बहुत है.
ये बहुत है. like you observe this problem a lot.
I do. ये प्रॉब्लम बहुत ज़्यादा है हमारी सोसाइटी में भी और वो भी. और जजमेंट्स ये है कि जजमेंट बहुत हर चीज़ पे आप जज होते हो.
Okay, so like you said it and you said it perfectly, but how we overcome this and how you overcome this?
How I overcome this is I was been very affected by it when I first came here, like in my first year of college. I would always be telling my mom कि ये लोग इस तरह करते हैं, इस तरह करते हैं. I shared everything with my mother, by the way. और आई गेस मैंने आपको एक बार बताया भी था कि मेरे लिए वो क्राइटेरिया ही वही है कि इफ़ आई कैन से दिस, आई कैन टेल दिस टू माई मॉम, देन इट्स ओके. अगर मैं उनको नहीं बता सकती तो मतलब ये काम मैं गलत कर रही हूँ, ठीक है. तो दैट्स वेयर आई शुड स्टॉप. तो स्टार्ट में आई वॉज वेरी अफेक्टेड, बट देन आई slowly and gradually my mom told me that अगर तुम्हारा अपना ज़मीर सेटिस्फाइड है ना कि तुम कुछ गलत नहीं कर रहे हो, तो एक तुम्हारा अपना ज़मीर सेटिस्फाई होना चाहिए, तुम्हारे पेरेंट्स के साथ तुम्हारा वो क्लियर होना चाहिए, एंड तीसरा अल्लाह सब कुछ जानता है. तो हाँ, और हम सब हर किसी को खुश नहीं कर सकते.
Exactly.
So I should
everybody.
So I should stop caring about those people.
So like these are the three things that you keep in your mind when you
कि
overcome this.
मेरा अपना ज़मीर मैं मलामत नहीं करेगा इस चीज़ पे. I can tell this to my mother. वो मुझे मतलब obviously अगर आप अपनी माँ को एक चीज़ बता सकते हो तो वो ठीक है, right?
Exactly.
And I have a very friendly mother, by the way. और तीसरा ये है कि आप पश्तो में कहते हैं अल्लाह तगाड़ा आज़ाद है. तो बस ये तीन चीज़ें हैं, that's all that matters. और बाकी तो जितने मुँह की बातें
वो बातें ही रहते हैं.
वो तो बात ही रहती है, doesn't matter.
Absolutely perfect. Okay, so what do you do to stay smart? Like, what's your routine? If you are watching different YouTube mastermind videos, are you reading books that you stay smart and up to date?
Smart and up to date, I would say that एक तो ये है कि socializing makes me sharp. The more you socialize, the more you come across different kind of people, different kind of situations, and experience makes you the smartest.
Experiences.
Doesn't matter आप कितनी ज़्यादा मतलब कोई वीडियो देख लो या कोई आपको कितना भी समझा दे, एक चीज़ आपने खुद एक्सपीरियंस नहीं की होती ना, तो आपको नहीं समझ आती वो. जब आप सोशलाइज करते हो तो मुझे अपने एक वो है कि एक्सट्रोवर्ट होने का एक ये फ़ायदा है कि you learn to read body languages. It's not about what people say, it's the way they say it. So you can pick up on very small things like that. So that's make you pretty sharp.
So like you mentioned socializing.
Yes, for me it is.
For you, that's it. Perfect. Wonderful. Okay, what makes you confident?
What makes me confident? I would say my parents. You should have supportive parents to be confident. I trust me.
Wonderful.
When you have supportive parents and they always tell you, okay, you're not lesser than anybody else. And secondly, friends.
Okay, so
your friend circle matters a lot.
Wonderful. So like first priority is your parents.
Yes, always.
And the second one is your friends.
Yes.
So that makes you confident.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, if you can change one thing in word, what would you change?
If I could change one thing, it would be about judging everybody for everything they do.
So there will be a word there will be no judging.
At least, like, we can minimize it at least. Because when people are judgmental, आजकल लोगों में ये मसला है कि वो judgmental हैं भी, वो आपको फील करवाते भी हैं कि I'm judging you. So अगर हम ये एक factor भी इससे हटा देना तो the world can be a better place.
A better place. So like you want to remove the judgment from the world.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. What makes you What makes you happy?
Everything makes me happy.
Like
I'm a happy person. Specifically, human relations. I really believe in human relations. And like the people around me. And secondly, if we come to the materialistic things, so I'm not very much of a materialistic person. Like just a flower can make me happy. You would have seen me roaming around with a flower in my hair.
Yes, I have seen you. Yeah.
They just make me happy. Just seeing them, they are so pretty and tiny.
So like the small thing makes you happy. It doesn't about materials and all.
No, it doesn't.
Wonderful, amazing. If you could bring back one person in life, who would that be?
If I could bring back one person, that would be my grandfather.
Okay, and what are you gonna say to him?
That I love him very much.
Oh, wonderful. It's such an emotional answer. If you had one day left in this world, like you have just 24 hours in this world, what you gonna do first?
Pray.
Prayer?
Yes.
Oh. Who inspire you the most?
See?
Who inspire you the most?
My mother.
Your mother again.
Yes.
So your mother playing the big role in your life.
I do. I'm like, I would say, okay, I am the way I am because of my mother.
Because of your mother. And if you don't mind it, can I ask about your mother?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
What's your mother like? She's educated or non-educated?
Yeah, she has done her MPhil.
And she's doing a job?
Yeah, she has her own school.
Oh, wonderful. So your mother play a very huge role.
Yeah, I would say I'm very blessed to have the parents that I have.
Amazing. So what is the most important behavior that men should have?
Men should have chivalry.
What?
Because aajkal chivalry is dead. I would say on a very serious note, respect.
Okay. Giving respect to others.
To women especially.
Okay, to women especially. Okay. What is the most difficult thing you ever faced?
It's the most difficult thing. There are a lot of things that are coming to my mind. Like, I haven't prepared anything. These are very random questions.
These are random questions. It didn't prepare. It didn't give it to her. It's like random question, and she's giving amazing answer.
Thank you so much. What was the question again?
The question was, okay, I just forgot my question too. Just wait for a minute. Okay, what is the most difficult thing you ever faced?
The most difficult thing, I would say I struggle with my emotions a lot because I emotionally invest in people very much. Like people matters to me a lot, either like मेरे दोस्त हो, the family हो, जो भी हो, junior हो, senior हो. अगर मेरा किसी के साथ कोई वास्ता है और especially when they are a little close, तो I invest in them emotionally बहुत ज़्यादा. तो and लोगों का ये है कि people leave, you know, things changes and people leave. So it's very difficult for me to overcome all that on my own. Because फिर मुझे इस तरह लगता है कि you know self doubt start हो जाता है and you think क्यों हुआ ये and I would say I've faced these situations in friendships a lot. And everybody should tell me that I should not be investing that much in my friends, like I should not be that attached to people. But I don't think I cannot function that way. कि मुझे वो superficial दोस्तियाँ और superficial रिश्ते वगैरह वो मुझे नहीं होते. And I suffer because of it बहुत ज़्यादा.
You trust a lot and you give your 100% and they didn't
like
give it back.
If I trust you, then I'll try कि मैं आपको वो सब चीज़ दूँ जिससे आप खुश होते हो. To take care of people, I like taking care of people. Maybe I'm the first care of the family. That's why I have that motherly instinct कि I take care of people. But और मैं हमेशा ये कहती हूँ कि अगर मैं किसी के साथ अच्छा कर रही हूँ या उसके लिए कुछ कर रही हूँ तो I do not expect them कि वो मुझे उस तरह ही ट्रीट करे. I do not. मैं सिर्फ कहती हूँ मेरे साथ अच्छा मत करो, बेशक ना करो, लेकिन मेरे साथ बुरा भी मत करो please. Like don't make me regret my kindness.
Exactly, don't make me regret my kindness. Absolutely incredible. Okay, one mistake you would say must never be repeated.
One mistake, I would tell my younger siblings, please do not take a gap year. It destroys you mentally.
Oh, so gap year between getting admission into medical college.
Yes, like just do it once. And I've told my mother as well. मैंने उसे कहा कि मतलब मेरे जो बाकी siblings हैं, उनसे gap year मतलब they should not be taking gap year. वो बहुत depressing state होता है and it changes you a lot. तो I think मैंने कर ली गलती, मेरे बाकी siblings ना करें.
बाकी sibling ना करें. It's amazing that you face that difficulty and you want your brothers and your sister that they shouldn't face it.
Brother, I have just one brother.
Oh, okay, you just have one brother. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so as you mentioned that you are interested in reading books. So what kind of books that really attracted you? Like it is a fiction books, it is a non-fiction book?
No, it's a psychological thriller.
Oh, psychological books.
Like when there's a lot of suspense and you know, there's a very big.
A good story, like.
A good story.
A good story. And as you mentioned, your favorite book is that one, Nimra Ahmed.
Nothing can match that. That was my first book, and like I've really, you know, like emotional value रखती है वो book में.
Okay, Zarghona, the next question is regarding your painting. As you mentioned that you are very interested in painting,
yes,
and you do a lot of paintings. So, how your interest developed in paintings? Like, what was your age at that time? Did you were in FSC or you were in med school?
No. I was drawing बहुत बचपन से ही. Like जब से मुझे मेरी memory जब से है, तो I would draw things, different things. लेकिन वो एक time था जब when I really got interested in it was in class 7th, I guess. We had a teacher, drawing teacher. And she encouraged me a lot that you have the skills and so you should work on it. So she was very encouraging and very supportive. So unki wajah se like I got confident that I actually can do it. So that's how pehle main sketching karti thi, then I stopped. I'm not really good at sketching abhi because I haven't done it in a while, but I paint. And uske baad again my mother, she would praise me a lot about it. Like,
about your paintings?
If I like मैं कुछ paint करती थी तो she would be showing it to everybody कि देखो ये इसने paint किया है. And she even let me when we shifted homes back in when I was in second year FSC. तो उस टाइम पे she even let me paint on a wall of our home, like in the main वो stairs case, and everybody was like, and your mother let you, like उन्होंने कर नहीं दिया तुम्हें ऐसे दीवार पे direct paint, and I was like हाँ she did it. तो she was always very proud about it कि she paints really well. And I was like, you know, I was kind of a bright kid growing up. अभी medical school में I don't know.
मेडिकल स्कूल में सारे ब्राइट आते हैं.
मेडिकल स्कूल में उन्होंने हमें से एवरेज बिलो एवरेज बना दिया है, बट
Exactly. Okay, and what kind of painting do you like to make?
आई लाइक मेकिंग डिटेल पेंटिंग्स. मतलब मुझे इस तरह की पेंटिंग नहीं अच्छी लगती जैसे एब्स्ट्रैक्ट आर्ट है. नो आई डोंट लाइक दोस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स.
So you want to capture the emotion?
The emotion, the details, like if you are drawing, for example, a bird, so you should be drawing every feather very, delicately and with very precisely कि वो beauty नज़र आए ना उस चीज़ की. It's not just about putting paint on a canvas and that's it. No, you should be like, अगर कुछ बना रहे हो तो उसको अच्छा बनाओ.
अच्छा बनाओ, exactly. So like you like detail painting?
Yes, I do.
And you do?
I do most of the paintings. I'll show you one after the podcast.
Yes, I will definitely. Okay, so we talk a lot, and I really like the talking, the conversation we did. It was an amazing and lovely conversation we did.
I don't know how I did though.
No, I think it's. I'm not only thinking. I'm sure it was such a fantastic conversation. Specifically, you did, because I just listened. Definitely. So I really enjoy it, and it wasn't a prepare. I know you just said it randomly.
I don't know how. Maybe I can get some better answers in my mind afterwards, but
I think it's natural and rise perfect. I think it's perfect. So thank you so much, Zarwan. Is there anything you want to share?
Anything that I want to share, I would say to everybody that just be a little kind. You don't know, हर एक इंसान का अपना कोई मसला होता है. Maybe they are suffering from things they are not telling you about. So you should not be doing some mean comments or just making them feel inferior or bad about themselves. Don't be the reason somebody hates themselves or something about them or something about the world. Just be a little kind.
Exactly.
And
like tomorrow is never promised.
Tomorrow is never promised, and maybe your little act of kindness can make somebody's whole day.
Exactly.
I really believe in that, and ये है, मैं कभी इसके बारे में बात करती हूँ इस तरह की चीज़ों के बारे में, तो people think I'm very philosophical and stuff, but I'm not. I just look at life from a different perspective.
Exactly. We should, like, nowadays the kindness is like lost.
Yeah, it is. I don't know, like people think being ill-mannered or being rude to people are considered cool. I don't like personally, I don't find it cool or anything. I just think you're not cool, bro, like you're just lacking manners. You don't have the basic manners how to interact with people.
Exactly.
So that's what I would tell everybody just be a little kind. Your kindness goes a long way.
Exactly. Wonderful, Zarwana. Thank you so much.